I wanted this job bad because I felt like I knew this community. I played here. All right. Here's what I know. Just as an overall philosophy, you're going to say, well, what's this team going to be? What's it not going to be? Here's what I know. All right. I know that Detroit's made up of great people, some really good people. All right. This community is strong. Um, this place has been kicked, it's been battered, it's been bruised, and I can sit up here and give you coach speak all day long. I can give you, hey, we're going to win this many games. I can't. That none of that matters, and you guys don't want to hear it anyway. You've had enough of that shit. So excuse my language. All right. Here's what I do know is that this team is going to take on the identity of this city. All right. And this city's been down, and it found a way to get up. All right. It's found a way to overcome adversity. All right. And so this team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
Governors let you know.
Stop. MCDC is one of the greatest of all time. He's only been coaching for 1 year. So let's do this. Let me backtrack a little bit. The Detroit Lions were not as bad as their record. They weren't. Let me just start. We're gonna go back to the departures and whatnot in a second. Let's do this. The Detroit Lions were not as bad as their record showed, because they literally could have won just about all of these games. So they were about to score another touchdown. Like, they had the ball to end the game, just couldn't convert a fourth down. Was tied going into the fourth, or was taking. They had the lead going into the fourth. The longest field goal in NFL history. They just played bad here. They just played bad. Field goal to win the game. Just got punched in the mouth. Could have won this one. It's just second half fell apart and they ran into us. So that was going to be a loss. Should have won that one. Should have won this one. Should have won this one. So they easily could have won like 8 games. It just took what? Field goal. Field goal. That's like 7 and 10. Like, they were a lot better than 3, 13 and 1. They were a lot better. And they already passionate about being better than that. If you've seen Hard Knocks, Jamal Williams went out there and told everybody, it hurts to think about that. So, they can make some noise. Especially with how lackluster, not lackluster, but how inconsistent this division is. They can win the division. I'm not going to lie. Green Bay does have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers don't have Devontae Adams. So it's just him and Aaron Jones just having fun. But we're not talking about Green Bay just yet. We're talking about MCDC and the boys. So as you can see, they didn't lose much. Like, these 3 are the biggest losses for them. So, and Kadarius Harders. I'm sorry. Those are their biggest losses. I'm kind of shocked Trey Flowers ain't found a job, but it is what it is. So, look at who they re-signed and who they brought back. These 2 dudes, no comment. Brought in DJ Chark, Khalif Raymond, Josh Reynolds. I don't know Gary Griffin. Re-signed a 1-year, $2 million deal with a max for $3 million included. Alex Anzalone, Deshaun Elliott. So, Tracy Walker. So they did a pretty good job as far as restocking and bringing everybody back that they needed to bring back. They didn't lose a whole lot. They didn't lose much talent. So they were going to be straight. So I want to talk about a couple things when it comes to the Detroit Lions. One of them being quarterback. I believe that Jared Goff can get it done. Okay? I'm going to say that. Now, if the Detroit front office don't believe in Jared Goff, they're probably going to go with one of the quarterbacks in the next draft coming up. They got like CJ Stroud and Bryce Young, stuff like that. And DJ Uiagalelei. So him too. Let's do this. 2023 NFL prospects. Let's do the prospects. Yeah. So you got CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Levis, Tyler Van Dyke. You still got Bijan Robinson, Anthony Richardson. So they got a whole lot of quarterbacks in the draft. It's just a matter of if they feel confident enough in Jared Goff. Now, if he take them to the playoffs, hey, man, I don't know. But, excuse me. I'm just... Oh, these are all the quarterbacks. Here we go. Keaton Slovis, Brennan Armstrong, JT Daniels, Eden Hooker, Jake Hayner. I don't care about Spencer Rattler anymore, and Jaden Daniels. So that's a good quarterback class, at least from what we've seen in college. Now, they get to the league and suck. It is what it is. But it's not important. So we're going to go to the draft. I'm sorry. Let's back up. I'm talking finish Jared Goff. I think that Jared Goff can get the job done. They've just been playing with a really, really young team. So they'll be fine. Give them time. They brought in Dan Campbell. They brought in a great coaching staff with Deuce Staley and friends. So they just need time to put it all together. The first pick that they had was Aiden Hutchinson at 2, I believe. And I said this in the draft video that me and my friends did. He's not leaving the state of Michigan. That's just not going to happen. They stole Jameson Williams right from us. So there's that. And then they just filled out, depth. So the first 2 picks was home runs. So that pretty much put them where they needed to be. And a whole bunch of undrafted guys. So, nothing too crazy. Nothing. Well, Aiden Hutchinson. And Aiden Hutchinson looking like a beast already, so that's pretty crazy. So, there's that. The thing is, I don't know. I didn't watch their preseason game, so I don't know how they look. So we'll know by week 2. Week 2 will be a better judge. Because I realized that week 1 is kind of just meh. Week 2 is a much better judge of how a team's going to play than week 1. So, as we saw last year, I'm pretty sure Kansas City and Baltimore played each other week 2. And we learned a lot that we learned Lamar Jackson was going to carry the whole city of Baltimore. And the Chiefs' defense was horrible. So, yeah, this is week 2. Yeah, the Chiefs' defense was bad, and Lamar Jackson was just going to keep carrying the city. And that's just what it was. And it highlighted a whole lot of the problems that both teams had. So, that's that. Up here, they haven't played a game. They have a middle of the pack receiving corps with DJ Chark and Jameson Williams, and they still got TJ Hawkinson, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Who else? Tom Kennedy was out there killing on the routes. Quintez Cephas. So they got a pretty good wide receiver corps. I will say that. They're not top heavy. They pretty good balance. So Aiden Hutchinson, Aiden Saloni lead the way. Sean Dion Hamilton, Romeo Quora. What's that boy name? Amani Awuwarie. That's Brody for real. So they looking pretty good. Deshaun Elliott. So we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. And they got the right coach in Detroit. I will say that. And he's passionate about it. He's crying in interviews, so he's very passionate about what he's doing. So I think when teams have a coach like that, then they're gonna be on the right path. Like Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh is just perfect. So I think that they can do that. Son, can you sit down? Thank you. So this year, I don't know, because there's a couple games that they can win. Like they could beat Washington, they could beat Minnesota, they could beat Seattle. I don't know about New England. It's at Dallas. They could steal that one. They could beat Miami. They could steal one from Green Bay. They can beat Chicago twice. They can beat New York. They probably get smacked by Buffalo. They can beat Jacksonville. Say Minnesota. They can beat New York because they don't have Zach Wilson for right now. They can beat Carolina. So they can win some games, like 8-9 games. They could do it. I got a lot of I have a whole lot higher expectations for Detroit than the average person does. So they just need to stay healthy, play together. Like they could be what the Eagles was this past season. We'll put it like that. That's a much better example. The Eagles this past season, like 9-8 sneaking in the playoffs, they could do that. The Detroit team could do that. They can definitely do that. My dumb ass was about to say get into the play-in game, but you know they can do that. That's really about it. Because Hard Knocks answers a lot of questions for them, and I'm not watching Hard Knocks for them. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to this Detroit team. I will watch Detroit. So, with that being said, the next team, Green Bears. I was going to say thank you for watching this. If you watched all the way through, I love you. Bye.